Welcome back, you beautiful brave hearts all over the world. I'm Dr. Darrell Wolf, and I just want to say something, okay? I call today's one a day become indestructible. But understand something, you already are. You're already indestructible. The most important part of you is indestructible. I'm going to tell you, until I realized that my spirit, my energy, my frequency was the most precious thing on this planet, not my body, but my spirit, my frequency, my vibration, my energy field, do you understand, is the most important thing. Once I realized that, guess what? I stopped poisoning this physical meat suit. I stopped poisoning myself, okay, on an emotional, psychological level. I stopped poisoning myself on a physical level. When you honor your spirit, which is indestructible, it's timeless. It's been here since the beginning of time, and it will always be here. Look, I am not putting anybody down, but there are people that have bad beliefs, and there are people that have good beliefs or great beliefs. Understand this, people are not bad, but sometimes their beliefs are. And understand this, that's the majority of the population has bad beliefs. I didn't say they were bad. I didn't say they were stupid, but they have stupid beliefs. I'm telling you right now that if you watch TV, Lori and I are on the road, and the odd time we'll go and we'll click on the TV, won't we, honey?
Yeah.
And the reality is it won't stay on. I mean, what person even turns that on? What person even does that? Seriously, what person does that? What person watches something that won't reinforce what they truly are? I know that there are crises and there's chaos and there's disruption in your life. I got it. And no matter what you do, or no matter how you wake up in learning how to love and care for yourselves, and that doesn't mean your family's going to do it. That doesn't mean your friends are going to do it. That doesn't mean the rest of the world's going to do it. You want to become indestructible on an emotional, physical, and spirit level? Well, you better mind your own business. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The stronger I get, the more pushback I'm going to get. The stronger I get in realizing what I am, and that which created the whole universe has always loved me and never judged me. I mean, seriously, folks, are we over this yet? Okay. Are you over reading something, watching something that the creator of everything 1 minute loves you, next minute doesn't? Okay. Okay. Listen to me. I was raised a born-again Christian. And there are so many things that I love and honor and respect about that. There's things that I don't. Let's just put it this way, and I'm not trying to attack the Bible, but understand that things have been manipulated. In the Bible, it actually says that Jesus said that we should serve our slave master. If you don't believe me, why don't you go look? And I already know that Jesus didn't say that. I already know that Jesus was not a Christian. He was a yogi. I already know that Jesus was selling unconditional love. And until you have unconditional love for yourself and all your brothers and sisters, and even those that attack you, you will never be free on this slave planet. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to set yourself free by becoming your authentic self. I want you to partake in anything that I have, whether it's my Doc of Detox library or the PDG free.com guide. That is everything that is the most powerful things that I have collected in 44 years. And I give it to you free. I am coming out with a Braveheart app that is basically free to the world. Okay? And the reality is, you may not believe this, but guess what? My religion doesn't come first. The color of my skin doesn't come first. Okay? The language that I speak does not come first. Every brother and sister and animal, bug, everything on this planet, okay, I love, honor, and will respect. I will not put money first. If you want to put money first, you'll know, because you are falling apart. But at the same point, if you're not staying in the present moment and knowing how to strategize, because they're ready to pull everybody's pants down like they did in the dirty 30s, and it was a dirty trick, and they're going to do the same thing. So if you aren't clear, okay, and if you are hiding out in sports or hiding out with Netflix or Amazon Prime or going to bingo or buying lottery tickets on a wish and on a prayer, and instead of taking massive personal action, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Every time I ever went to work or got a job, I got fired or I quit. That's the truth. You know, I always thought that, well, for one thing, Daryl, you're unruly. Daryl, you don't listen. Daryl, you're a troublemaker. Well, I'm going to be a troublemaker for the rest of my life. Now, whether you believe this or not, I am here for my spirit. That's first and foremost. So that means that if I'm here from my spirit and I'm going to feed my spirit in every which way I can, I'm only here for the 1% of the 1%. So that means I'm not here for the 99.9999999%. But I am not going where they're going. I'm not lowering my vibration. I'm not going to eat like they eat, drink like they drink, think like they think. And the reality is this, I don't need to do everything for money. Do you get this? You can think what you want about me. They can say what they want about me. And trust me, the more powerful that I become in my message about feeding the spirit and unconditional love, they will be telling you that I'm a snake oil salesman. I steal people's money. I murder people. You know, who really cares? I don't really care what their story is. I don't really care about them. There's no authority over me, and there should be no authority over you. It's not about me. I'm trying to tell you this. What your family thinks about you is none of your business. If you're coming from your heart, what the world thinks about you is none of your business. And whether you like it or not, the world is only going to hardly think of you and never give you any trouble as long as you are harvestable. Do you understand? So if your family can harvest you, if your friends can harvest you, if the government can harvest you, if the medical system can harvest you, you'll never have any trouble. No, you are going to have trouble on an emotional, physical, and spirit level, though, because you are giving yourself away and you don't even know. I put a thing together, and it's called the PDGfree.com guide, and it shows you how to create a perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level. I don't say spiritual level because that's another ism, and I'm not going to go down that road because you do not follow me. Everything that I have and offer you is about finding your authentic self. And that authentic self is a beautiful spirit from what we call God, but please, 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 you know, that which we call God is a universal energy that if any of us saw it, we would probably melt into some kind of puddle or have a heart attack. I don't really know. But the reality is this, you don't get this. This is just one big matrix. This is just a Sony PlayStation game. And the reality is you're not going to move up to the next level unless you love, honor, and respect yourself and get rid of guilt and get rid of judgment and get rid of that there's a God that judges us and that's looking down on us. Okay. You have to remove this stuff. You have to remove friends, family that judge you. And when they do judge you, observe at their judgment though and say, okay, what can I learn from this? Because even though people are judging me harshly or incorrectly, how can I learn and bring my vibration up higher? And I've told you this before, an eagle, when there's crows pecking it, it just climbs higher and they can't go as high as an eagle will go. Do you understand? I've already made my decision. I've made my decision where I'm going, and that is in a time when they're telling us that money's limited, water's limited, air's limited, there's not enough land, there's not enough of anything. I already know that's BS. I already know that 99% of the population is going to fall for it. I mean, take a look at it this way. You are destructible if you believe that we have to recycle. I don't need to recycle because I don't buy anything that's in plastic. I totally avoid it. And I also know that the same people that are telling us to recycle are the people that actually took away the glass, took away the paper bags, the people that actually are trying to make the whole population feel guilty about everything. Nobody can make me feel guilty about anything, and there's no authority over me. And it doesn't matter what you think of me. It matters what I think of you. no matter what you think of me. So anyways, I want to tell you that I will be doing what's called the Day with the Doc on Sunday here in Toronto. It will be going live. Everything I do, I will put on live, okay? Because there are people out there that want to go, oh my God, really? It was always about me? I am supposed to become my own practitioner, not a patient. I'm supposed to become my own hero and not a victim. Absolutely. And just know this, that most of your family and your friends are never going to buy into this. They're going to think you joined some kind of cult, because if the majority of the population doesn't do it, then you're not going to have it approved. And don't take it personal. And that's what I'm telling you right now. Where I'm going, okay, I won't say that no man has ever gone there, because that's not the truth, but hardly anybody goes there, because we all care about what people think about us. And I don't care what people think. I just need to know what I think about everybody else. And I'll tell you what it is. There are no bad people, but there's bad beliefs. And I've said this before. If you've got financial problems because you've got poverty thinking, if you've got financial problems, then you went to work. If you've got financial problems, then you went to get a job. You didn't try to find your passion and purpose. You really didn't open up your thinking at all. And just know this, that robots will take away 60% of all the jobs. And they do want to get us all on universal income, where we're getting $3,000 a month. And guess what? The majority part of the population is going to go for it. I will never be a slug. I will never, I could have taken my pension 2 years ago. Oh my God, you're getting old, buddy. And I will never take my pension from them. They owe me a lot more, but I wouldn't take anything from them that they've touched it. I don't want their vibration. I don't need it. I just know this, that I have total faith in my spirit. I have total faith in that which created the universe. And I will not go for any story that's in any book telling me that what created the universe is that in that book. Thank you very much. Okay. It's the craziest thing, isn't it? But I will tell you this much. I'll be putting out in the next week, it's called the Braveheart Heroes Contract, and I'll be putting it up. It'll be in the PDG guide. pdgfree.com, and you need to do the Braveheart Heroes Contract. What if you had unconditional love and care for yourself? What if, okay, you could be the master of your mind and your body? What would that look like, feel like? Where would you live? Who would be living with you? What would you be doing? And guess what? They have got you so scared, okay? And just know this, everyone. The hallmark countries like Australia, United States, and Canada are in big trouble. And understand this. You need to start thinking about yourself. You need to think about what a perfect day is from the moment you rise until you close your eyes. And you need to practice being in the moment. You need to get yourself a Braveheart love band. 3, 2, 1, I got this. 3, 2, 1, there's a new sheriff in town. You need to start snapping this. Because, Lori, is it true? Yesterday, we have somebody who jumped off a bridge, but they didn't kill themselves.
Yes.
Is it true that yesterday I had 3 stage 3 or 4, wherever you want to put them, cancer patients calling me up because they had enough of chemo, radiation, and surgeries, and now they want us to step in? Mm-hmm. Understand something, everybody. When it comes to the critical care, I get them when the actual medical system go, we can't do anything for you. Just go home and wrap it up, baby. Okay? And understand something. So I've got to make it really clear to these people that have gone to the chop shop, that have been poisoned on an emotional and physical level, okay, that they have done everything to basically cause destruction. And now we're going to go in and we have to bring their vibration up. Did you know that if you were to actually get the vibration of somebody who has courage and really knows what they're talking about, and you took their vibration and you put that into your heart, into the God spot in your heart, and you own that? I don't care if they gave you 5 days, 3 days to live, because they're talking about stats. When you no longer want to be a statistic and run with the herd, when you want to break away from the herd and you want to become your authentic self and feed your spirit, you will heal your body. And understand, medical system has nothing to do with that. And the majority of people in the natural health system do not have faith in themselves, do not have faith in their healing or faith in the creator anymore. And that's the truth. And most of them don't understand that when somebody's got a 10-foot pole, they got to build them a 10-foot ladder, not a 2-foot ladder. You know, people can say whatever they want about you when you start going in the direction of loving and caring for yourself. Mind your own business and love them anyway. They will get exhausted after a while. It's true. If that little baby has a tantrum, okay, and you just go and walk over and just go and be about your business, it's just going to go, what's going on? And guess what? There's nobody in the world better at having tantrums than adults. And who's better at having tantrums than adults? The medical system. Who's better at having tantrums than the medical system but the government? And how many people know that there's a parallel government working inside the government that is telling them everything they can do, and their hands are tied anyways? There is a God. And guess what? You've already got everything you want from that God. So you need to become the hero, the savior that saves your life. Isn't that something? Okay. And I'm not saying if you have a savior that you pray to, I think that's wonderful. But understand, here on the physical plane, you better be your own savior. And if you're waiting for the savior to come, whether it's a politician or whether it's somebody going to come out of the sky, okay, I could be wrong. But the reality is guess what? Why don't you pretend that you're that savior, that hero, that practitioner right now and get going and take massive personal action? So just know this, everyone. The world is changing, and we're going to be forced to change with it. And the reality is don't try to hang on to things that you can no longer hang on to. Be a little bit more pliable. Be more like the weeping willow, where you're going to give a little bit, because things are coming. And the reality is, I'm not telling you to give up anything, because I will never give up any part of me. Okay? Just like when you go and they want to do a scan of your face when you travel. Opt out. Hey, Lori?
Yep, opt out.
Opt out. Just say, I'm not doing it. Everybody else will do it, but don't do it. Okay? All right? And then if you decide to do a scan, shut your eyes, Lori?
Yeah.
Don't let them scan your eyes.
Yeah.
And then guess what? When we go through the airport, okay, and we go in that, the x-ray machine where you put your hands up, we have never went into one, and we never will. We go for the full body massage. It's a government perk. But the reality is everyone we do, they come up to us now, they got this little pitch. You do know that when you fly, okay, that you get more radiation that you get from putting your hands up in the scan. And you do know that you could be through here 10 minutes early, because now you've got to have this pat down. And I go, well, thank you very much. And your information's incorrect, as it usually is. And that's it. And I'm not there to teach them anything. And that's what you need to understand. You're not here to teach anybody anything. Oh, I'm not here to teach anybody anything, because guess what? Are you ready for this? If you're ready, you're ready. And the reality is what I come on here and talk about and teach, you can ask my family, you can ask my friends. I live like this. I breathe like this. Look, I strategize, but at the same time, I probably have one of the best humors around, don't I, honey? Wherever we go, do I make people happy and joke around?
Certainly do.
And why do I do that? Because I'm so selfish. Because I do that because I deserve to have fun, and I deserve to be happy. And while I'm making myself happy and pleasuring myself, thank you very much, I'm not annoying anybody, am I, honey? There was a little boy coming out. We went to eat in this little Texas restaurant, and he's coming out with his father. What was he, 2 years old?
Yeah.
And what did I say? I said, oh, my prince, I've been waiting for you. And I was at the door, and I opened up the door, and I got down on one knee, okay? And I put my hand out, and I lowered my head, and he put his hand out, and he shook my hand, and he was just in awe. And the father looked at me and said, that was amazing. Thank you so much. And the reality is I did it for me. Because guess what? Whether you want to believe this, children are treated like crap. Like crap. They're always in trouble. If I'm out and about and a child bumps into me, oh my God, that child's going to get it. And then I have to step in between the child and the parent, because the parent, okay, apparently is not awake that that's a beautiful spirit. And guess what? They help in the destruction of that. So how do we become indestructible? And how do we teach our children to become indestructible? We allow them to have unconditional love for themselves. We allow them to love themselves, but we don't do it. And you can say you did, but guess what? You'd be 1 out of 10,000, because almost all parents are actually programmed, okay, to terrorize children until they're adulterated. That's what's called an adult. So how do you become indestructible? Well, instead of telling everybody what to do, we sit down and have a conversation, ask people why they do it. Everybody's doing what they do. And if it's not good things, it's out of a survival mode. And that's because they're running bad programs. You know, the brain is only a computer that runs programs. And you may not believe this, but 70 to 90% of them are not yours and they're toxic. And if it wasn't for your spirit, you would have been out of here already, baby. Okay, you'd be gone. You'd be gone. So, you know, wake up, wake up. And people go, is he angry? I just met this guy on there and he looks like he's angry. I don't know. What do you do to help to crack the coconut from the inside out? Because guess what? I don't care if I upset 10,000 people. If I wake up one person, I did my job. And then the other people that I upset because it's something different and it doesn't match their belief systems, they're going to hear it again and again. And then they're going to go, oh, yeah, listen, there's a couple that I've known for, 10 years. Okay. The husband I warned 7 years ago that it was coming for him, and it came for him. Okay. He was hospitalized just a week ago. And I wasn't going, you're going to get it if you don't. I said, if you don't wake up to unconditionally loving yourself and caring for yourself, this is not going to go well for you. So then he's in a medical hospital right now. And the reality is they're telling him, okay, just even 7 days ago, that he's going to die. And with every day, he's holding on to himself and he's doing our nutraceuticals, and I'm talking to him. And please make this really clear. I am not diagnosing him. I am not telling him what to do. I'm saying, if I was in your situation, this is what I would do. But you and your wife have to make your own decisions. And she says, no, he needs to make a decision on what he wants to do. So understand something. Don't be coming after me or telling people that I'm on there, telling people to get off their drugs or don't go for this surgery or don't do that. But as a human being, not as a practitioner, but as a human being, I'm allowed to say, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't do that. But if you don't have the information and you feel it's scary to do anything I ask you that I would do, don't do it. And just know that if it doesn't turn out well, I'm still here for you. How can I expect people that have been programmed all their life to believe that their body doesn't work anymore? And guess what? This gentleman has kidney disease, and he was running 6.5% only on his kidneys. He's feeling better than he's felt in a long time. Okay, they told him he was going to die. Then a doctor came in and said, no, you only have acute kidney disease. Now it's acute. Do you understand? I'm going to say something right now. I will never lie, and they should stop lying. But maybe they're not lying. They've been programmed to say these things, so they're not lying. So don't be upset with your practitioner or your medical doctor when they say, look, if you don't do this, you're going to die, because that's what they were told. Because how many people have actually went out and done their own surgery, their own research like me? God, I've got Wolf Non-Surgical, and guess what? Do you think I don't piss off the hospital, the surgeons, big pharma? I piss them off every day. Because I'm telling people that 97% of all surgery does not need to be done, and I will prove it on Sunday. I will prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's a scar tissue calcification issue. And that's the God's truth. I'm not out to destroy the medical system. I'm not out to destroy big pharma. Nobody could do that. The reality is it's not about money anymore. They make so much money, they don't even know how to count it. That's the deal. And the sicker that people's beliefs become, the sicker they become. Big pharma isn't after your money. I hope you know that. Big pharma is after harvesting the herd. You know as well as I do that, if you have a brain, that within a few weeks to a few months, the drugs you're on are the drugs you want to get off. There is no such thing as a good drug. Okay. And they've got to tell you that it is a drug. And everything that I have is totally pure. It's high vibrational, so it will kick out lower vibrational things out of you, whether it's emotional or it's physical. So how dangerous is that? I'm not a danger, but I am a danger. I'm a threat. I'm a threat to the way things run on this planet. And remember something, the only way that you're going to stop being fearful or scared is to know that your spirit is indestructible. And if you want to win this game, I already told you, it's a PlayStation game. And the reality is, until you bring your vibration up, your frequency up, until your field becomes stronger, until you mind your own business, okay, until you start loving and enjoying your life, you're not moving on to the next level. And you can get down on your knees and beg God, please, all you want. I'm not telling you it won't work, but I tell you, I did it long enough that my knees were bruised. Thank you very much. And now I put my hands up in the air and I go, let's do this. Let's do this. Because it's teamwork that makes the dream work. I don't beg and I don't pray for anything. Please, please, please. I go, let's do this. And I focus on it already being here. And even though it's not, I focus on the reality of it being here. And then I say, but listen, God, if you've got a better way to deliver it and a better time to deliver it, you know better than I do because you're universal and you can see around corners. So guess what? Stay patient. And become your own practitioner and don't be a patient, or you're going to remain a victim and never be the hero of your story. I'll be going to, after Toronto, I'm doing a professional training on how to pull fibroids and tumors apart for some practitioners. And then I'm going to be going back to Mexico. I'll be there for 3 weeks, okay? And I will be opening up the biggest that I know of video studio next stop Zihuatanejo for health practitioners around the world. And it is, okay? And the biggest app comes out on August the 8th. And I say biggest because I want you to think big. Think about this, your passion, your person, your passion, your purpose, your dreams, go dust them off, okay? Dust them off. Do not buy into 99% of what your family, your friends, and the world are talking about. Mind your own business and have the best day of your life. Thanks for joining me. God bless. Okay, what time is it? Okay. I gotta call Gaston now. You like these slides? Actually, what I should do is go and take a look and see if I can get him. Do you like that though? Isn't that nice? See, now wherever we go, there's a TV and I'll do this, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't glitching when I was doing
We
that
have
one.
to fix some things and not plugged
Oh.
in proper.
The computer's dying.
Or it's not plugged in proper.
No, it is. Computer's dying. So I'll do another one tomorrow morning.